Jessica Le is in New York for us. She's been following all the developments closely for us. Jessica, so what happened in court today?
Well, it all ended with Harvey Weinstein being cuffed to his wheelchair and rolled out of the courtroom as the victims who'd testified against him sobbed there, you might think, with relief. It was extremely stressful for them, they said, to get up and speak and testify in front of the courtroom, and now it would seem that they are vindicated. Harvey Weinstein was handed a sentence of 23 years by Judge Burke, 20 years for that criminal sex act perpetrated against Miriam Haley. That was related to when he forcibly performed oral sex on her back in 2006, and then 3 years for rape in the third degree, that an act against Jessica Mann. Now, both of his accusers got up in front of the court today and made their impact statements, with Jessica Mann saying rape is not just one moment of penetration, it's forever. And she pleaded with the judge to give Harvey Weinstein a harsh sentence, which indeed he did. And then Miriam Haley saying that Harvey Weinstein had crushed a part of her spirit, and saying that before testifying, before being part of this case, she did not realize that so many other women had been subjected to such terrible things at the hands of Harvey Weinstein. She had thought initially that she was alone. Weinstein also spoke. We were not necessarily expecting that. He said that he was remorseful, but at no time did he really directly apologize to Jessica Mann or Miriam Haley. He said, in fact, that he kept looking at them, wondering if he was going to get any sort of inkling of the friendship that they had together. So he sort of spun a sob story really today in front of the courtroom, really laying the ground with his defence attorneys for an appeal, because of course the defence is going to appeal this.
Jessica, what does this mean for Weinstein's victims?
Well, on the first row for the prosecution in the courtroom, all 6 of the women who testified during this trial against Harvey Weinstein were sitting there, a sort of sisterhood of solidarity against Weinstein. And as they left the courtroom, they were applauded as they walked out. They have been described as brave for taking to the stand, and one can only think that they must be vindicated after this sentence. But the Silence Breakers, a group of women who say that they have also been abused in some way by Harvey Weinstein sexually, they say that, no sentence can really be enough for the crimes that Harvey Weinstein committed, and that they will keep fighting for justice, for their voices to be heard. One might imagine that Jessica Mann is somewhat disappointed that he did not get a stronger sentence for the crime that he committed against her. She raised the point that, that having been convicted for cocaine gets you a longer sentence than being convicted of third-degree rape. Third-degree rape is when you are accused or convicted of raping somebody who was not able to consent to that. She said, that the way that it destroyed her life, that 3-4 years doesn't reflect what it did to her.